You're her, aren't you? In the most obvious spot, huh? I don't know how you get into my house, if you found a key or anything. It's kind of fun to see you here, though, I'm not gonna lie. What is going on with you guys? It has been a really rough week for me. Hopefully it's been a better week for you. We've been trying to get you guys videos, but unfortunately the universe has not agreed with us. In lieu of making videos, I have been working out even... Hold on, this is my mom. It's not my mom. In lieu of making videos, I have been working out even harder. I even started playing tackle football again. If you must know, halfback, and no, you wouldn't. Come on, be real with yourself. We both know you wouldn't. I'm a baller. It's just really not else to say about that. One thing I am is extremely excited about giving you new content. And with the new Legendary Duelist bringing out the Ghost Rares, I was like, why not show off my Ghost Rares? In this video, I'm going to be giving you my most expensivest Ghost Rares. Yes, expensivest is a word now. So let's jump on in. One thing that I'm really fortunate about is that while I did make a collection of Yu-Gi-Oh cards out of necessity for competitive Yu-Gi-Oh play, I have quite the bit of Ghost Rares that may not have been competitive at one point in time and are very, very expensive. So there's a little bit of nostalgia to it, and I'll be able to explain it with every card. My first card I want to talk to you guys about, one of my least expensive Ghost Rares, is Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. This card was amazing when it first dropped. I don't think that there was a time where Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend was bad. There's just times where people don't play the card. It can destroy massive amounts of monsters on the field and inflict damage to your opponent. This was a card that I knew I had to have at its highest rarity when it came out. I didn't expect it to go from a $20 card to what it is now. And it sits at a first ed ghost range at about $85 a pop. I think that this card will be one of those cards that will go up. It does have Red Dragon in its name. It is a Red Dragon Archfiend monster. So this might be the best retrain that we've had when it comes to the 5D signer cards. I mean, I know we have the new Power Tool. There's a new Ancient Fairy. There was a Stardust. There's a few Stardust, but this one has been the most competitive out of all of them. And then the new Stardust, I forget, it's Stardust Shining or something like that. That one's probably been the second best. So another amazing card. I'm just gonna kind of stack this right here. We'll be able to go over it at the end. But I did hoard Clear Wing Synchro Dragons. I do remember these. These were pretty dope. Now, Clear Wing Synchro Dragon I thought was going to be like the next powerhouse Yu-Gi-Oh card. So I picked up quite a few of these. And it was really, really like, it just seemed really high impactful when a level 5 or higher monster activated its effects. Let me make sure like it does its effects. During either player's turn, when a level 5 or higher monster activates its effect, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. I mean, keep in mind, this was when pendulums were hot. This is when synchros were good, fusions were good. The only thing that this card couldn't stop were Exceed monsters, so I thought that this was going to be a surefire bet, and then Lynx came out not having level 5s or higher. But even now, I think that this card is still pretty good for a level 7 synchro. Its other effect reads, when a monster effect is activated that targets exactly one level 5 or higher monster on the field and no other cards that can include itself, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. If this card destroys a monster, it gains attack equal to the monster's original attack until the end of the turn. So yeah, I thought that Clear Wing Synchro Dragon was completely busted. Kind of jealous that it wasn't a one of the 5D signer cards. It would have been a perfect signer card back in 5Ds. Maybe just a little too busted though. Clear Wing Synchro Dragons, the unlimited versions go for $75 each. I have one copy of unlimited and two copies of first editions. The first editions are $85 each. So as you guys can see, we are racking up quite a bit of a tab when it comes to our Ghost Rares already. A card that I really wanted to be competitive was Dragon Knight Draco with Quest. And this card, I don't know, it required a dragon monster, it required a warrior monster, it was 3,200 attack. It felt like it had potential. I remember picking this up in the Dragoonity era back when Dragon Rulers started to play a Dragoon Dragony Rulers, and I was like, this card is going to be good one day. Unfortunately, that never panned out. And we're still in 2020, and this card has been brought up a couple of times, but still has not panned out to be good. Like, there is a perfect time in Infernobles I'm pretty sure they play a dragon type synchro monster and a warrior type monster in their inboard with Warlord Savage Dragon, and it still doesn't work. But these Dragoon Knightly Quest Ghost Rares go for $100 even for the unlimited print, which I think is, or I'm sorry, $90, not $100, even for the unlimited print, which is still a pretty good cost for an unlimited run. Dark Rebellion XC Dragon, man, I feel really bad about this card because I've had so many copies of Dark Rebellion XC Dragon, and now I can really only find one in Ghost First Ed. I picked this card up because I am a huge Phantom Knight Burning Abyss guy. If you guys want to see a competitive Burning Abyss deck, because Phantom Knight Burning Abyss won't exist at least until Phantom Rage comes out, then go ahead and check out that video. It's really fun, and it shows you how simplistic Burning Abyss can be. And hopefully we'll get that Phantom Knights deck when Phantom Rage comes out, and this card will be in it. So I picked this card up obviously for competitive relevancy. It was a really good card back in its day. It's one of the only monsters, rank 4 monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! That basically guarantees you a free battle while giving you generacy. This is $100 right now for a Ghost First Ed Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. Now moving on to Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Oh man, this is the bee's knees right here. I remember when Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragons were $20 each for Ghost Rares. Like, oh man, I know there are people that have had the foresight to pick up Ghost Rares, but there was a lot of people that just did not take advantage. Fortunately for me, we bought a case of Clash of Rebellion. That's the set that it came out of. And I think we pulled both of these. Nah, it couldn't have been like that. We couldn't have been that sacky. But I do remember pulling at least one and then obtaining another. Not sure if I pulled it or if I had it, but it was really sacky if we got both of them. I know we got at least one. Clash of Rebellion is arguably the best set in Yu-Gi-Oh! Period. When it comes from a profit standpoint, there are cards in that set that have just skyrocketed in price, and if you bought a case of that set, you immediately profited. It was literally not a set. I don't think there's a single set in Yu-Gi-Oh! That comes close. Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon I got because I thought Red Eyes was going to be competitive. We're still in 2020 and no one knows what a Red Eye strategy is supposed to do. Fortunately for me, the long-term investment that I didn't know I had paid off, and Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragons sit at about $120 each. That is a lot of money for these awesome cards. I do have a number 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. I do remember pulling a lot of Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy. This is actually when I was going on a binge for, I think Sylvan was in that set. I don't remember exactly. I was going for a binge for a particular card, and I pulled literally nothing except for Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. I remember spending a good $200 on blisters at Walmart, and then that's when I realized that people scale Yu-Gi-Oh! Packs. So yeah, that sucked. I managed to pull a Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, so I guess I'm the last one laughing, as just about everything else in the Lord of Tachyon Galaxy set is eh. And the Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon sits at $120 if you have a Ghost First Ed near mint. So I guess I am the last one laughing at the end. But at the time, yeah, I wasn't doing well. I do have, you guys maybe have seen this in my most expensivest Yu-Gi-Oh! Card video. Go ahead and check that out if you have. It's a really fun video, and obviously some of those cards are going to overlap with one another in this video because that one had just about everything. But I do have Ghost Rare Ancient Fairy Dragon from the Ancient Prophecy set. I remember this card. This was the 5D cider that no one liked and I believed in. I was like, you are gonna be good one day. And then it got on the ban list. Fun fact is that we all thought that Stardust was going to be a bannable card. Like, Stardust was unfair when it first came out. It wound up being Ancient Fairy Dragon, one of the signer monsters that no one paid attention to that finds itself on the forbidden list. Ancient Fairy Dragon for unlimited prints go about $120 each. So still a pretty good price for a banned card. I have a number 92 Heart Earth Dragon first edition. I have so many bad stories about this card. This is easily could go into my worst investments video. Like sometimes You don't make the best idea as a, a vendor or just even a person that just plays Yu-Gi-Oh! You get rid of cards before they go into hype. And this is a bittersweet moment because I do own a $120 Heart Earth Dragon. I could have owned so many more. Heart of Dragon comes from the Cosmo Blazer set, and I got a lot of Cosmo Blazer at that point in time. I've had quite a few copies of Heart of Dragon and didn't believe that it would ever be viable, so I got rid of them, just like anybody else would do. And I got rid of them for pennies on the dollar. Now, I did have ultra rare and ultimate rare copies when they spiked up, but I got rid of those too early too. So this is a prime example of not every decision you are going to make is going to be the most optimal decision, but sometimes you just have to pull that trigger. That's what Heart of Dragon reminds me in this particular video. Oh man, I remember this card. This is this brings back some really sweet memories. I remember when I pulled this card. This was in the Legacy of Darkness. No, that's not right. What is this set name? Oh, I know, Judgment Dragon, Solar Recharge, Celestial, Ultimate Rare. This was a set. And like, of course, all those Lightsworn cards you've seen in my Lightsworn deck profile. Here's a plug to the Thunder Dragon Chaos video that you guys should probably like if you want to see an insane live duel. But yeah, I got all of those cards and opening so much money worth of Light of Destruction. There we go. Light of Destruction set, and Honest was the very last pack of the very last collaboration of packs that we had. I was stupid excited. My boy, he doesn't make YouTube videos anymore, but if you guys know Yubel Mastery, that's my brother. He was a part of this. He's the one that picked out that last pack, and we got that Honest. Unfortunately, if I remember correctly, I didn't pull a single Judgment Dragon, but my boy Malik goes to Walgreens, not even Walmart. Like, who shops at Walgreens for Yu-Gi-Oh? Gets a pack and pulls a Judgment Dragon. I will never forgive that for him. I'm gonna text him as soon as my phone isn't dead. I'm gonna let him know that I don't like him for that. But yeah. Oh, Ghost First Ed Near Mint Honest go for $200. That is a really solid investment right there. I do have a Ghost Rare Black Rose Dragon. These go for about $200 to $220 each. Ghost Black Rose, or Black Rose in general, was one of my favorite cards. I was going to get this card tattooed on my chest, and now the more I think about it, yeah, the smarter I was not to do that. I do so happen to have a copy of Rainbow Neos, but Rainbow Neos isn't a product of me having any type of foresight. I was just extremely lucky to have a Rainbow Neos by the time they shot up. Currently, Rainbow Neos go for $300. That is a lot for a near mint first ed Rainbow Neos. I don't even know why I have this card. I just kind of like found it. I know it sounds bad, but that's how it is. And then Elemental Hero Chaos Neos is another one of those cards I just so happen to be really lucky for. I feel like players should really check their, I don't know, bulk or whatever, and make sure that, you know, they might have some expensive cards, because I actually found this in like one of those boxes where it's just like, yeah. Fortunately for me, the ultimate or the ghost rare Elemental Hero Chaos Neos near mint are $300, and this one is as near minty as it can be, despite of not being treated in the best way. It was in the sleeve when I found it, so we're good. I do have a Shooting Star Dragon. You have seen this in the other video. These go for another whopping price of $300. And this was actually a card that I picked up because of Plant Synchro, so, you know, I mean, I'm pretty confident I picked it up for Plant Synchro. Not 100% sure. I have a Black Winged Dragon now. If you guys have ever talked to me on stream, or if you ever talked to me about Yu-Gi-Oh shows, I'm going to tell you that 5Ds is either number 1 or number 2, depending on the day. It just is what it is. So, of course, I have the signer cards, and Black Winged Dragon goes for about $300 to $400 if you have a Ghost Near Mint First Edition copy. Now, I do own 2 copies of Stardust Dragon. This was a promise to TJ. I wound up buying out his collection when he quit Yu-Gi-Oh! I told him I never get rid of his Stardust, and here we have it. 2 Ghost Rare Stardust Dragons still here, sitting at about $350 each. Real strong. So this has always been one of my favorite signer cards too, actually, to be honest with you. All of them except for Black Winged Dragon is, and that's why I have 2 of every one. But I have 2 Power Tool Dragons, and I do have a little story. I could technically have 3 Power Tool Dragons, but my niece literally destroyed a power tool. Like, I'm gonna try to go through my stuff and find that power tool. It is completely destroyed. So I wound up buying another power tool for $40, and it wound up being a really good investment because Power Tool Dragons now go for $450 each. I think Power Tool Dragon will probably be the next banned signer card because while the quote spell cards aren't good yet, this card is busted. So be on the watch out for Power Tool Dragons. So the last 2 cards are my most expensivest Ghost Rare cards. If you guys have not seen my most expensive cards collection, then you don't know what these are. I want you to post down below in the comment section, will it be a Winged Dragon of Ra? Unfortunately, I wasn't lucky enough to pull a Winged Dragon of Ra inside of the Legendary Duelist, but I do have an Ancient Fairy Dragon Ghost first, and I'm going to reveal the last card, which is a Black Rose Dragon Ghost first ed. These are some of my most prized possessions because I already told you Black Rose Dragon, Akiza was a bad one. I mean, like, if there was like a Yu-Gi-Oh hierarchy for really, really attractive women, I mean, there's a Shizu, there's a Akiza. Oh man, there's some bad ones. I probably need to make like a tier list or something. Let me know down below in the comment section if we should make a tier list on the hottest women in Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know. I think it's a really bad idea, but hey, it might be something. But both Black Rose and Ancient Fairy Dragon sit at roughly $1,000 each if you have a Ghost first ed copy near mint of both of these cards. So just wanted to throw that out there. So that's pretty much it for this particular video. We have tallied up the grand total of every single one of my Ghost Rares, and this is a lot of Ghost Rares. The grand total is, what is it, Sabrina? 5,800. Say it louder in the back.
5,800 something.
I can't hear you.
5,800 something.
Oh, who has the coolest Ghost Rares here? TheCaliEffect. I never watched SpongeBob. I did not like SpongeBob. Thank you guys so much for watching. We have over $5,000 in Ghost Rares just sitting right here. I'm really excited to show you guys some other of my most expensivest cards. So go ahead and destroy that like button and let us know down below in the comment section what other collector video ideas you have, or if you want to see another video. Also, be sure to check out these 2 awesome videos. Check them out both because you're too strong, and I'll catch you on the next video.